Welcome back to Dirt to Daytona, folks. Today we've got Darlington Raceway. This game, Darlington Raceway, not as intimidating as maybe some others, but it still has its quirk. And we're going to get out there with the truck that's fully upgraded, do some practice to see how we can fare against the competition. We did well in last year's race. It was a bright spot after our Daytona failure last year. And of course, this year, as you all know, because you watched the previous episode, we won Daytona, which is awesome. Way to start the season. This will be the first time we've had a fully upgraded truck. We did not have it for Daytona, so that's interesting. I'm greatly looking forward to seeing what I can do here, so I'm just going to get right out there, start my practice, and we'll see you at qualifying. Very curious to see what the top is. Okay, well, we should get it, no problem. We put down a 29.930 after 4 laps. It was a heater. So, pole potential, again, love to see it. Even our average laps we were averaging 160 miles an hour. So, looking pretty good, friends. Looking pretty good indeed. All right, let's get out here, do this qualifying, and live up to what we just said. Because I could screw up, and that could mess all of this up. All right, here we go. Down the front stretch, going for our qualifying lap. Of course, remember, after 4 laps, we also had warm tires. So that's another thing that I'm not sure about here, but 1 and 2 were pretty good. 3 and 4, I don't come completely off the gas. I just slowly, and then right around here-ish. That's not going to be that great. It's not going to be a 29-second lap, but it should be a 30 flat. Almost, shoot, it was almost a 29-second. Or we were almost in the 29. So, yeah, we are hot. Get that second pole position. Now all we have to do is, go around the track like 100 times and not screw up at all. As you all know, we'll burn up some tires, and that's just part of it. We seem to be faster, like right off the bat. We got almost a 6 mile an hour average faster. Hey, we could drive away with this one, and I love it. I like Darlington. I said it the last year, and we placed well with a pilot trash truck. Really, all we had at that point was the full engine upgrade. So here we are with a full truck upgrade. The 288 is going to be right next to the 88 on the front row. Let's get out there and prove that we can actually do this.
Welcome to NASCAR's oldest super speedway, Darlington Raceway in South Carolina. I'm Alan Bestwick, the lady in black, the granddaddy of them all. Call it what you will, but Darlington is always one thing, a challenge. This unique 1 1/3 egg-shaped oval has well earned the nickname, the track too tough to tame.
Made some changes. The 14 truck is now Milwaukee Tools. 72, I changed the actual number font on it. The number 4, Sirius XM, is now a red and black truck, as he was before. It was always a red truck, so I kind of wanted to flow with that, even though Sirius XM is not red. I don't care. Also, Bobby Dotter, no longer in the blue Puma truck, now in a self-sponsored pink and white truck. Those are the updates. Will I continue to do it? I don't know. If I got stuff going on and I just want to do some paint jobs, I will. Otherwise, I won't. So I'll let you know with any changes that come. Oh, there's Daughter right there.
There's the green flag. Car high. Clear high.
One of the biggest things for these races is remembering that you're in 1 and 2 or 3 and 4. That can actually be a big headache. But honestly, we're so fast. I mean, look at, we're almost a second ahead of the field after 1 lap. I guess the next big question, 67 to go. It might even be just a one stop. I can't remember. I think we get 34. I think it's 34 to the tank. 31 now, so maybe it's 32. So no, it's a 2-stopper. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we're really not gonna beat it up with us driving away this much. I don't need to just kill the truck. So we'll just try to roll around at a reasonable speed and try to save the equipment so that we're not running out of stuff and having them catch us at the end of a run. But really, this track, I practiced so much on it because it's a unique track that I didn't want to struggle here. And that's usually what happens when you are able to put the practice in. You're able to come out with the being better at it. That's how that works in life. You know, practice makes perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and speed it up. I mean, we have a 3-second lead already. I did not expect this, but I know we had a fully upgraded truck, so that really does change the race itself. Again, and I like to remind this, especially upon our success, still running this in Legendary, same settings, 2 times wear, and the second to endurance race, that's what it's called. The endurance length is what we're running as well. A little bit, actually, I can do the updates for the open wheel Featherlight series. That's during these races, it's a good little content. Good little filler while we're driving around, as long as I'm paying attention, as I did not right there. We went into the first race, and there is something about Denison, man. I cannot figure out that track. We, of course, touched the apron as per usual. It put us in a bad spot. We drove our way back up to second. Got into lap traffic. You never know what they're going to do. Got stuck behind some guys, started to lose some positions, made some aggressive moves. Those aggressive moves cost us pretty heavily as we got fairly damaged, and we were actually barely able to limp home with a 7th place finish. Second race was Crystal Lake. Oh, that was a good lap, actually. Second race was Crystal Lake, and we went out there and we dominated, and it was crazy because at the end of the race, we started to lose pace, even though even though the car was still in pretty good order. We ended up losing some pace. And with that, we had to fight off second place. We were able to, in the last couple of laps, we were actually able to put some decent laps down and maintain about a 3-second lead. So it worked out for us in the end, but I was hoping.
Still there. All clear. Car high.
I really didn't mean. So what had happened there was I came off the gas, which makes the truck way different. We're going to have to go in and pit so that we're in last place here. But we have to pit anyway because it's a 2-stopper, and one of them is like a short part of it. So we'll pit here. Maybe everyone else will. We got to fix the engine now because I freaking screwed up. I was trying to stay off his back. I should have hit the brakes. Instead, I came off the gas, and it got a little loose, and I shot up into him. That wasn't obviously me just driving into him and plowing him out of the way. We got loose, and I couldn't control it going into him. Should have hit the brakes. We'll fix the truck, get back out there, and bring it back up to the front one way or another. Told you we were the only reason why we weren't going to win this race. Oh, we knocked the brace off the radiator. We were able to pop it back in place in a couple seconds and get going. Now we have to figure out some way to be patient-ish here because we are, way back here now. It's my guy, Melons. I'm not bringing the standings up while going around corner 1 and 2. Thank you very much. I will be jumping down here, though. Thank you. Just go flying up past a bunch of trucks that are all caught up behind someone who's going slow. This is not smart. This is not. We're fine. Everything's fine. We're fine. That was just a little nudge that time. Just a little nudge. It's a triple-digit truck there. Right? We're fine? Yep, we're fine. Well, I tell you what. When you've got triple-digit trucks in the way of everybody, sure does make it a lot easier to get to the lead in 2.3 seconds. There we go. And now, folks, after that excitement, as I said I would be patient, we're going to go ahead and speed things up until some action happens. I will be back with you shortly.
Shoot, you got something stuck on your radiator.
They've gone ahead and damaged my radiator. I don't know if you... I probably slowed it down enough for you to at least hear the audio there. Shoot, you got something stuck on your radiator, so I'm going to keep an eye on how hot we're getting, and we might have to slow down a little bit. I don't know. I know we'll pick up a lot of heat coming down the back stretch. That's going to put us in a bad spot. We come off the gas, we're back in the green. We'll be able to fix it once we pit. Unfortunately, in this game, I can't just roll up behind a truck and have the stuff fall off. It gave me 10% damage on the radiator, so whatever. We've come upon traffic, so I'm going to try not to do what I did last time, and I'll just get around some of these trucks the right way. Loop-de-loop around you. Hey, Melons. Hope you're having a good day.
Car high. Clear high.
Gotta pay attention to some of these trucks here. Make sure they don't drop down into the corners, you know, as they like to do. We just gonna loop up here, then come up high. Come off the gas a little bit, keep the engine cooler.
Still there. Clear low.
Loop back down here. Drop down near the apron to get around
All
Bickle
clear.
and Ratner.
All clear.
And
Car high.
Skorecki. I mean, he
All
was
clear.
behind all of them. Got Schneider and Hoff in front of us. More of an exercise in me remembering some of their names. Obviously, Schneider, very easy. Name is on the back of the truck, just like I did with Daughter, although Schneider's an actual company. So was Daughter, ironically enough. It was a graphic company. That was what I had found when I was looking up
All clear.
just a logo. I liked it. It was like real contemporary font that I made. Anyway, looks like we're doing all right, even though we had the debris. We've got 19 laps left, so we're going to go ahead and just keep cruising around. This is kind of a good lesson in driving around trucks. Next race, I think, is Martinsville. Obviously, quite a different situation there where we have to pay attention to every, 2 seconds hitting the brakes and not slamming into someone in front of us, which undoubtedly we will do at least once, perhaps 12 or 14 times. I don't know. Depends on what sort of driving I'm doing on that racetrack. We'll see how it goes, but for now, we've got to focus up here. We'll be back with you. Caution or pit stop. So we got 2 laps left of fuel. I was thinking about this the whole time I was driving as I'm blowing past everybody. So this is kind of how the game works. This happened in the open wheeled as well, or the Featherlight Modifieds as well. We should have a season like this. Nobody else upgrades, and then all of a sudden, after you win a championship, everyone max upgrades. So it's really tight racing going forward. So next year or next season, if things keep going the way they're going and we win the championship this year, I know we're only 2 races in, a lot can happen, but if if things keep going the way that they're going and we win the championship, next season is where things will change mightily for us. Where we won't, where everyone we're playing, is that a 65 entrance? That's weird. Anyway, everyone we're racing against will be a lot better, is what I was trying to say. But this year might just be our enjoyable year. I will still post our third season with trucks, and if we're in the cup cars at the same time, then we're going to just post both. So you'll see truck and cup races in the next season of episodes. Anyway, that stint went fine. We don't have to pit again. Everyone else does. This is our last pit right now. So we'll get back out with a fresh truck and run this bad boy out. We had lapped everyone except for daughter at the time. Looks like now got what is it, Crawford? That's the closest. We'll have to see. The relative hasn't caught up quite yet, so we'll get to that in a second. Also have to make sure that I don't run into some of these. Even the triple-digit trucks, by the way, will be better next season. So it's truly, it becomes a lot more challenging. I'm still running, and I won't run it if we win the championship. I won't run them anymore, but I'm still running the Featherlight Modifieds. And I won the last race barely, and I got 7th place in the first race. So it's definitely not a, oh, you upgraded all the way and you win. It seems like I was able to upgrade the truck quicker than the other trucks upgraded, so we got lucky there. But aside from that, no, that's not where we're at. We got plenty of racing to go. You might just get the enjoyment of seeing us do quite well this season, which will hopefully give us time to learn. I mean, as you can see, we've already corrected ourselves. The next time we got around all the trucks, we did a good job of not running into any of them. I did get my Darlington stripe. That was, not exactly on purpose, but it happened.
Still there. All clear.
So does daughter right there as he tries to avoid the 299 truck. Go ahead and not pass him right at this very moment. There's the font. Anyway, it's pretty cool. It's very artistic looking. I did keep the same paint scheme as far as the stripes went because that took a long time to draw. So I just kept it there and changed the colors. But, I thought it'd be fun. Change it up a little. Here's Hamilton. We're definitely changing his sponsor. Yeah, because obviously SiriusXM is blue. So that's kind of weird that I did that. But when I did that, it was really, really early in the morning, and I just wanted to get the truck color changed for this one, but I will do it probably before the next race. I'll have a different sponsor on that truck for him. Here's the kicker. All those trucks that pit that first time, I mean, they pit like 10 laps before us, so our stuff is fresh. 21 laps to go. We've got 28 in the tank, so they'll still have to pit one more time. We'll look to have everybody lapped at least twice. We're like the Kyle Larson here. Interesting. Very interesting. See, this is the stuff that I don't have to worry about so much, that even though it happened. I know better because I'm dominating right now. I can hit those brakes, get around them. Also realize that anybody behind us, if we were in a battle, scenario time, if we were in a battle with another truck, they have to get around them as well. So we just have to be smart, take our time on those situations now that we have a top-notch truck and don't have to take those risks. We can, even when we're in next season, when everybody catches back up to us as far as equipment goes, we'll still know that the right thing to do is to brake, wait for a proper spot. I grabbed right there. Anyway, wait for a proper spot and then pass. And we'll be practicing that more and more. And of course, when I'm in the Cup Series, you'll see the exact opposite because we'll have shit equipment again. So I'll be making crazy moves to get around cars that are much better than me, or at least of the same standing that I am. Hopefully, because we've already maxed out this truck, we're going to come out of this season with a lot of money to do something good with the Cup car again. And kind of funny, this is I thought I had a whole season and then another season to go to paint the rest of the Cup cars, and now I don't. It's looking like we're about to get our second win in a row. If things hold up this way and we do end up pulling a championship, I'm in trouble. I got a lot of work to do off camera to get the Cup cars ready. I had a lot of them painted from the previous, but some of them were old subscriber paint jobs, so I'm going to remove those and put the regular paint jobs on for those Cup drivers. And then I much like the Truck Series, I didn't do any of the triple-digit cars, and I'm going to do those. So I've got probably 25 cars to paint and have about 15 of them already done. So got a lot of work to do there to get that ready for what it is looking like to be the next season. Is that Daughter? No, that's not Bobby. No, okay. I was like, why would Bobby be pitting again? He doesn't have to pit unless he had trouble. Anyway, though, all that talking, get you guys updated on what we're going to be doing in the future here. And now, time for me to go ahead and speed things up. See you with about 3 laps to go, unless something happens before. All right, folks, I was so vibing with what I was doing, I forgot to come back to you with 3 to go, but here we are. Last lap. Obviously not much to do but finish the lap. It's you would have to explode to lose this race right now, and there's no sign of that happening as we see Bobby Daughter right there. It's unfortunate we were unable to catch him to put him down that second lap as we got everybody else lapped twice, almost 3 times. And that, folks, is pure dominance. Aside from the short track race, I think I'm ready to put those high-end sponsors on the truck and bring in some real money. Look at that truck, clean as can be after a full race. I mean, of course, we had to fix it twice, but that's beside the point. Well, here you go, folks. Your top 5, Tony Savoy, Bobby Daughter, Rick Crawford, Travis Quapple, and Robert Presley. Fantastic. $84,979 we bring home, even though it cost us like 20-something thousand for our people. We had 40,000 in winnings for being victorious in that race. So we're going to go ahead and update all of our sponsors, and we're going to see you at the calendar screen as per usual. Oh, I lied. There's a lot more before that. There's this in the standings, then I'll do the sponsors, then calendar. Okay, sorry about that. Darlington, Tony Savoy dazzled the crowd at Darlington on March 13th and brought home the victory. Although Kerblam King has 2 top 5 finishes this season in the truck circuit, some fans are also critics. After that race, we've done 2 races, have 2 victories, and sit 40 points in front of Robert Presley. Well, we went ahead and put the top available sponsors that we had on the truck, so that should bring in quite a bit more money in sponsorships alone, as long as we continue running well. Of course, our next race is at Martinsville Speedway. Not one of our best tracks, but with the speed we have, again, we may be able to continue to be patient, make good moves, and not be fighting against other trucks as much to take another victory home. But, folks, that is going to do it for this episode. I do want to take a moment out to say thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. And as always, until next time, take care.